Back to Lost in My Library. My name is Kate, and today I am doing a video. It's a true story, and you're gonna look at the title and be like, what? This can't be true. This is clickbait, right? No, it's not. I'm telling my story of how I read Harry Potter, and it's a funny story that you're gonna be like, why? Why? And the answer to that is I wanted pizza. All I wanted was pizza. And that's why I did what I did. I was 10. I had different priorities when I was 10 years old. You know, you have a lot of different priorities, and my priorities when I was 10 years old was that I wanted pizza. That's all I wanted. Oh, alright. Well, let's get this show on the road. I was in the 4th or 5th grade when I started reading Harry Potter. Now, when I say started reading Harry Potter, I mean I read Harry Potter out of order. Here's my reasoning for this. When we were in elementary school, I know this is still a big thing in other public schools across America, called Accelerated Reader, and you get points based off of the books you read and how long the books are, what grade level they are. So at my school, if your class had the most AR points out of all, it was so there was 8 classes, 2 for each grade, and if you had the most, you got a pizza party. And I really wanted a pizza party, and I'm doing this for my class, okay? So my class basically relied on me and 2 of my other friends, Hannah and Ryan, for the majority of our points, because we read a lot. So my thought was, let's read the big books. The biggest books we can that have the most points. You see where I'm going here? The biggest book that I could find at that moment was Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. This chunky boy was 44 points. And you're like, Caitlin, why do you remember that? I don't know. I really don't know why I remember this chunky boy was 44 points exactly. But this was one of the highest number of points you could get that I could find, because this book is, I think, 800 something pages. 870 pages. It's a big boy. So I was like, you know what? I really want the points. So I read Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Yeah, that's not where it ended though, because I was like, what's the next big book? That's Harry Potter the Deathly Hallows. It's the next big book. It is 760 pages. I don't remember how many points. I do remember I didn't get 100% on the test, and I got 41 points, and I was very upset about it. Just saying, I was very upset at myself that I didn't get the full 44 points. So, after reading the fifth book in a series, I went straight to the 7th and final book in the series and read Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Now you're probably like, Caitlin, you went from halfway through the series to the very last book in the series. How confused were you? Very is the answer. I was very confused. I remember being like, wait, Harry and Ginny? When did that happen? And then Dumbledore was dead. So I was like, wait, what? When did this happen? Apparently it happened in the 6th book that I didn't read. It was so much funny. It was so funny. I was kind of confused, but I made it through. I don't really remember a whole lot about my feelings for this book, other than this is like my favorite book of the series for the longest time, until I read Half-Blood Prince. Didn't stop there. Nope. And if you're wondering, I mean, this took me a few years to get through. I didn't finish the Harry Potter series until 7th grade. So it took me like 3 or 4 years to actually finish Harry Potter. So then I read... Oh, there's a bookmark in here. Hello. I've been needing bookmarks. Okay. Then I read Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, which is the next biggest book. Which is... How big is this book? 730 pages. So, got this, read it. I distinctly remember reading Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince in 6th grade. And it's the 4th biggest book, I think. I'm fairly sure it is. I think it's only like 600 and something. Yeah, it's 640 something pages. I remember because I remember my friends and I talking about how Dumbledore died in this book. And I think that was also right around the time the 6th movie was coming out, and I wanted to read the book before I went and see the movie. I didn't start watching the movies until the 6th movie. So, I watched the majority of the movies before I read the books. I think 5, 6, and 7 I read the books before I went and seen the movie. The first 4 movies I saw before the books. And then in 7th grade, after reading, the last 4 books in the Harry Potter series, I decided to go back and read The Sorcerer's Stone, The Chamber of Secrets, and The Prisoner of Azkaban. In order. I actually read those 3 in order. But at this point, who cares? Because, I've already read the last 4 books of the series before I even read these 3 books. So, there was no point in me trying to read them in order, but I did. And that's my story. I read Harry Potter, and I read the Harry Potter series out of order just because I wanted a pizza party for my class. I have nothing to say other than my priorities when I was younger was that I wanted pizza, and that's a mood, to be honest. I have gone back and reread a majority of the books now, and I am less confused about all of them now that I, have read everything you're supposed to read before the books. I can't go back now and read the series. I can't fix what I've done, okay? I'm sorry. It is what it is. I think I do remember being judged for reading the series out of order, but I was like, I don't care. I want pizza. Yeah. And I'm going to be judged in this video, and I really don't care. It's a funny story and clickbaity kind of title. Does anybody have a story like this? Of they read a series out of order because of some dumb reason, like pizza? Like, tell me. Leave it in the comments. Make a video about it. They're fun. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you laughed along with me at the fact that I read a beloved series, out of order.